Hey, Doc, what type of doctor are you? A what?
Audiologist.
Audiologist? Oh, okay. I got you. Word.
He kept me here. I'm semi-retired.
Explain that. You're semi-retired. Explain.
Well, I was semi-retired. I came here to help a friend out.
Oh, okay,
She had a
gotcha.
business that was, needed some help. She was all by herself. So yeah, I went over there. I helped her for 2 weeks, and that turned into 2 more weeks, and then 2 years later, I'm still helping her out.
Yeah.
But she's one of my best friends. She's one of the greatest ladies that you'll ever meet, and she deserved it. So that's why I came here, to help her. So I guess I'm not really semi-retired anymore.
One of the funniest people I know, man. Great guy, man.
I just love life, and I think that people need to relax, start getting along with each other. You know, we don't have to agree with each other. We don't have to even like each other. But we damn well better find a way to work together, or we're never going to accomplish nothing as a people in a country. If we want real change, we're going to have to unite. We're not going to be able to do that divided. No way.
So loud, you put Nair on your balls?
I did do it. When I was young,
Wow.
I saw that pink bottle of Nair, and I don't know. I was in high school. I was getting ready to
I
go
wish
to
you would
high
tell this story in the microphone.
Before you start that
school. Oh,
story.
we're not gonna do that, bro.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
gonna call you out in a couple of days.
No. We can do all
We're not
that.
gonna do that.
We can do
I
all
didn't
that.
bring it up in that episode.
No. You say what?
That wasn't the time. That wasn't the time and the place for
Yes,
that.
it was.
episode.
Yes,
No,
it was. Because you said. This nigga said he rather shaved his balls than dead and shit. Now he coming out
But
the
I'm saying I wasn't gonna tell you that I did it. That wasn't the place and time for that.
This is what you talking about football players shaving
But I,
their
but I wasn't putting no down my
Sheeping
leg.
and shit. It's like
The balls is worse though. You trying to justify the legs from the balls?
I was getting ready to do something.
Was your balls burning? No, like no homo.
I have a question.
You let that John settle in like a perm.
I got a
And
question.
it slowly burns them.
Is it difficult to actually shave them? Because I know it's very like a soft,
You can nick them
sensitive
joints,
skin.
Well, first and foremost, the only way I
All you gotta
shave
do
my
is
balls
graze
is
nuts
with
and
smooth
they
my
hurt.
balls.
Yeah, you can nickel.
This is
Yeah.
true.
If you gonna shave it, you gotta shave it right. promo code to the cloud, 15% off to get your balls right.
I want
But
to hear
if you
about
gonna
this Nair
shave them,
situation
You
loud.
better soap that shit.
Yeah, what happened with the Nair situation?
yeah, let's run it back though. Let's.
Back to the Nair.
Yo,
If you ain't watching the cloud, you're watching
I
bullshit.
saw something, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna try this a faster way. And
Yeah.
I saw what it said on it. I thought it was a hair remover. I didn't know the joint was gonna set me on fire.
Whoa! It set you on fire?
When I came home, I was working at Bar Louie's and I was in a rush. And I was chopping them jalapenos and I forgot. And I went to the bathroom.
Oh, you touched your piece?
You touched the balls.
You touched the piece?
Yo, I touched the joint, yo.
Oh. With the jalapeno hands?
With the jalapeno.
Let us know in the comments if you ever had the jalapeno hands and touched the balls.
Listen, man.
I got a serious question though. Was this burning you were talking about from the Nair, or was it a burning sensation when you urinate? Because that's a completely different medical condition.
Oh, you probably thought you had an STD, didn't you?
So, Doc, what should he have done in a situation like this? Situation, balls burning. What do you do?
Find the first tub of ice I can find. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, why don't you
What
tell
else
your
you
story,
Yeah.
Doc?
I thought you got to
we
put
ain't
milk
playing
on
that
it.
game.
We
That's
gotta
all
get
I thought I
that
was
story.
dipping shit in some milk.
gotta
Milk,
get
yeah, milk.
Doc, do you
Wait,
have a
dip your
story?
balls in
Do
milk?
you have a story to tell?
Wait, nah, hold on.
I
We
never
just ain't
heard
gonna let
this
that just
milk
ride.
I never let that. You can't just let that fly.
So,
Explain.
wait, nah. You dipping your balls in milk if they burn?
Like cookie, like
Don't
Oreos?
you take a shit with milk?
Yeah, when you eat something spicy, you're supposed to drink milk behind it.
So you want to...
I don't think that translates to the balls though.
Balls. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
I understand the logic.
If milk kills you,
that's some high shit.
Does neutralize.
That's some high shit.
but dog, if it work on you, if it work on...
No,
Milk is-
hell no.
Milk is not neutralizing no Nair.
My shit,
Because the milk, you're ingesting the milk. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
Doc, can you take that to the lab? Find a couple subjects. Endorse their ball sack into some heat.
if you ever dipped your balls
See
in
if they
some
dip it in
milk,
some milk. If it, I mean,
let us know in the
I need to see that.
comments because this is crazy. I need more information
how-
on
Sorry,
this.
man. I
What
always
should
try
you
to keep
do?
my shit clean, so I'm sorry. You know, if I had to go to high extreme sometime. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man, my
I'm
balls
not dipping
itch.
my balls in no milk.
Yeah, I'm not dipping my
I'm
balls
gonna
in
dip
no
my
milk.
Oreos, maybe some vanilla wafers.
No,
But I'm not dipping my balls in no milk.
If your ball was on fire, you would dip the shit in some milk.
no,
I'ma
I would
put
not.
them joints in some cold ice.
That's not going through my mind. That's not the first thing. Like,
Ice, you gonna dip them bitches in some milk.
There's water. What happened to the water?
all right, let me ask you a question though. So your balls are on fire.
It got more milk
You go in the
than
fridge and you get the milk. It's spoiled by like 2 days. Is it still good for its job?
You might make a gallon of blue cheese out there. Dip them shit if it's gonna help you.
Some bluebirds.
What about buttermilk? It's a lot of milk.
Thinking about
Maybe
putting their
butter.
balls in milk when them shits is on fire. Whoop.
I'm gonna go to the sink probably. I'm looking straight for the nearest water. To the sink.
Yeah, you know, hop in the tub real
They
quick.
loud.
Frozen Brussels sprouts.
It's off the.
I'll probably just put some ice in a rag or something and just, just
Keep it simple.
What if you don't have any ice? Ice machine's broken.
cold water. We just gonna cold water it up. Hopefully I got
All right,
cold water.
Hold on. Question. So you are literally telling me if your balls is burning, you gonna have the audacity to say, I'm thinking about getting this carton of milk right here, this 2% milk, and dipping my balls in it, versus running to the faucet where the water
Scenario.
is.
This is scenario. I'm in the kitchen. I'm eating some jalapenos. I was like, oh shit, I got
Why
itch.
are your balls out with the jalapeno?
No, I said I got itch. Oh shit.
That can happen. That can happen.
Oh damn.
nah, but why you're the chemist so quick, you're supposed to squirt lemon juice. Lemon juice neutralizes all hot stuff.
So a jalapeno seed, that juice from the seed
Yeah,
can make
the
your
seed.
balls burn?
Yeah,
Hell
see,
yeah.
that-
Any
I mean,
of that juice can make you burn anywhere.
Damn.
Eyes, your ears.
Yeah, that jalapeno shit is strong.
Yeah, listen, it hits to the urethra, it's over. I'm just telling you.
Oh
Urethra,
man.
where is that for the people out there, Doc?
It's on the tip of the penis where you pee from. That's
pee
your
hole.
urethra.
Yeah, that-
And you get any jalapeno
Yeah, you don't
juice
want to
in
hit
there?
that urethra, baby. Don't hit urethra. Don't hit none of them urethras.
The juice from the jalapeno was on my skin. And that
Ooh.
shit, bro, that shit was fire.
So the juice is
Well,
worse
yeah,
than the seed.
Then you're lucky you didn't get it in the urethra.
Yeah, I was glad, happy. I was
Yeah,
shit
that-
on.
That's tough.
I feel like I'm in a boys' club every time they talk about this shit. So funny.
All right, so recap. Milk on your balls or lemon juice?
Lime juice. You got to
Lime
finish it like
juice.
tacos.
Okay.
Tomato.
All right. So null and void to just the natural water. Cold water.
If you don't have none of those other things, yeah, you really got to explain this shit to people.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If I ain't doing nothing that has to do with the ingredients of lime juice, I'm probably not gonna have that shit.
Tomato juice is the best.
In the
though. Any
refrigerator.
type of neutralizing heat is tomato juice because the acid in
try
tomato juice
tomato?
will neutralize it quickly.
In the event, you wouldn't try tomato?
I'm not gonna think.
But I mean,
about
not many people have a jar
I
of tomato
honestly don't
juice in
buy
the fridge,
tomato,
though.
but if you got it.
Just trying to figure out how we got
Well,
the
if you got tomato
balls
juice,
on fire.
it. All right, so let me ask you a question, right? So say you got.
Yeah, the tomato. I saw that on Rugrat.
This about to get ignorant, but say you have a shawty girl over, right? And
Hashtag
That
shawty
tickle
girl.
doc, shawty
yeah,
girl.
it's taco night. You know, it's taco night. You whipping up the tacos. You got the jalapenos.
I know where he's going. That's why I'm.
What are you gonna do? Are you? Is that gonna stop the night?
Bro,
Is that gonna stop the night?
Now, if you got some lime juice, of course, you know what I mean?
Are you gonna fight through that? You gonna fight through that phase?
That feeling, you gonna pull your joint out and ask for help.
And you ain't gonna fight that feeling neither.
You might get
But notice what you said. Pull it out. That means you're gonna try to go in and see if you
Nah,
can
you
do
can't
it.
touch it. Though. Hey, loud, you can't touch it. You got
You're
the
gonna see how
jalapeno
far
juice
you
on
can
your
go
hand,
to
bro.
see. Nah, I can't even. Nah, you know what?
There's a really simple solution.
I can't even.
What's the solution, doc?
Y'all
Wash
wash
your
your
damn
hands.
Right,
Y'all don't
yeah,
wash
there
your
you go.
hands.
Simple.
I was at work and
Soap and water works just fine.
I was in a
I
rush.
see. I'd rather be a fire preventer rather than a firefighter.
Real shit, doc.
Fire preventer.
But you know what? Let me
as
tell you
opposed to a
something. All that shit
firefighter.
sound good until you experience it. If you're in a fast kitchen and you go to use the bathroom and you gotta pee, we was working fast and I went to go pee to hurry to get back. My motherfucking hands had juice on it. And it got on there. I could work for a minute. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And I said, I had to go home, man. I would've got to go home.
Can you make it clear?
He said, "Yo, this shit is crazy."
Well, listen,
What happened?
Yo, this shit is crazy.
Everybody went to the bathroom and then wash their hands. That's what happened to him. If he got
This is a
Yeah.
safe space.
Hey, loud.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. I'm sorry that happened to
in
you.
the
That's
Marine
tough.
Corps, they teach us not to pee on our hands. Now I know you're Army, so I don't.
you still
I guess they
don't
didn't
get
teach you that there.
Still
But,
didn't get it.
oh, I got it.
You're an ear doctor. You're an ear doctor. You didn't hear anything I was saying.
Oh, I heard you. I'm still listening.
And on that note,
So is it
nah,
milk
nah,
or
nah,
is
we
it lemon
rocking. We
juice?
still rocking. No, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nah. Let's keep on rocking.
So from 1 to 10, what would you say your pain level was at? Sir?
Oh shit.
I'm telling you. I tell you what you do.
Yo,
if you ain't watching
the cloud, you're watching bullshit.
Yeah, I suggest everybody go try that right now. Go get some jalapeno
Grab
juice.
some jalapeno juice.
Dump it on your
It's gonna be a
junk.
TikTok
Cut your
challenge.
finger because that's like the most sensitive part of your body. Put some jalapeno juice on your leg and see if it doesn't burn your leg. Seriously, because you have open pores in your legs and your skin is gonna burn.
Loud, I never requested to feel that pain, bro. I feel like it was directed. I never requested that. I'm okay. I'm gonna live off your experience.
That should be a new Fear Factor challenge.
Put some
Be a
shit.
TikTok challenge.
Put some shit in your shit.
But you know what? You know what they did? I don't know if I can say it or not. YouTube will let me know if I can or not. But so with fraternities, what they used to do to find out if the guys have been having sex, they'll put hot sauce on the tip of their junk, and if it burns, that's how they know if they had sex.
Really?
Dude, no.
First off, who pulling their joint out to be like,
harassment.
test that
You'll
out?
be surprised who will whoop their junk out.
Here you go.
That fresh,
I would have been in
hey,
fraternity.
that fresh shit wild, bro.
No, well, I guess that's why I'm probably going
So what's the
in a
difference?
That's
fraternity.
fresh shit
And I went
wild,
to
bro.
college.
Yeah, keep
No,
that shit wild.
Tony's right, man. It's gonna burn anyway. That's no testing. What the hell kind of fraternity you gonna try to join? If people are gonna put jalapenos on you.
Trying to fuck with you.
I just like jalapenos in my mac and cheese. And
I ain't
Yeah, on
think I
a
had that
hot
one.
dog once in a while.
Well, no, it wasn't jalapenos. It's hot sauce.
That's a Caucasian
either
flavor
way.
mac and cheese there,
Brandon
buddy.
was just hot sauce.
What kind of women they serving up in college nowadays that you got to put some hot sauce on to see if it burns?
Let us know in the
Gonna
comments
burn.
if you was messing with them Jones.
That's them Shanties you was talking about a little
That's
while.
the-
Well, let me.
Let's go in the cabinet.
I'm about to say, let me.
We got hot sauce
Get me out
milk.
of here, man.
We got hot sauce
Lime
milk
juice,
and
right?
ice. And lime juice.
And lime juice, yeah.
Hot sauce and lime juice. That's the name of the
all that shit's
episode.
getting
That's the name of the
denied.
episode right there. I'm telling you right now.
Y'all just
Hot
Oh,
sauce
and
and
tomato
lime
juice.
Y'all just
Tomato juice.
experimenting
That get
now.
rid of the funk.
They just experimenting now.
Make a little cilantro.
Well, Dawn takes grease out of your way, so maybe.
Hey, you already know I used to fuck that cilantro. I used to be in that bitch.
That's easy.
I swear to God.
Turf Chopper 3.0.
That's the name of it for real? I thought he
Yes.
was capping.
No, I'm not.
What's the name?
I'm trying to give it to you real quick. Let me
Pause.
wait.
Yo, if you ain't watching the cloud,
All right.
feel you, I
you
feel you,
watching
but pause.
See,
bullshit.
this is why I knew this was a bad idea. As soon as they hit us, I was like, this is gonna be. But
Pause.
See, that's something you own, but you don't tell anybody you own.
so we got the Turf Chopper 3.0. This right here has all the aerodynamics to get in between those spots that you may not be able to get. Quiet and stealthy. 100% waterproof. No scrape technology, y'all, to keep your balls safe.
Motherfuckers wild, boy.
All right, can we start now? I think, yeah.
Can we start now?
All right. What's good? It's your boy Mike Green, and the place to be, Cloud TV, is back. Round of applause. I know y'all can't hear the round of applause, but they can, so we just gonna clap together as if y'all got the headphones. But we are back. Rio's back. Round of applause for Rio being back. Rio wasn't here the last episode. Yeah. So we had to make sure that he pulled up on us one time. You know what I'm saying? Rio's a busy man. You know what I'm saying? Rio has a lot of stuff going on, so I'm grateful that he is here today. And by the time this episode comes out, the latest Rio bag should be out with his niece, Hope for Harper. Make sure you watch that. Stream it up. Hold up. But yeah, we're back. We're back in the spot. You know what I'm saying? We knew y'all loved this location, so we had to pull back up again. You know what I'm saying? The reception on the last few episodes has been great. You already know we got to do our plugs first before we get into the bullshit. But yeah, you know, the pop-up spot, we just had that event not too long ago. Rave reviews. Everybody had a great time. I know the vendors made a lot of money. We had the bands out there. Everything was beautiful. But let me get you guys input on that, because I feel like everybody was there, right? We were all there?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did y'all...
Doc, you missed a mighty awesome
Doc.
shindig.
You gotta come to the next one. Really,
They having stuff in like ice cream now, beer. It's in all kinds of stuff.
That
I
shit
was
is
just
amazing.
it was amazing.
Yeah, I was...
She had popsicles too, right?
Yeah, she had popsicles. I was eating weed. I was smoking weed. We had HD Band in this bitch going crazy. Big No killed this performance. Slim Cartel
Yes.
killed this performance. I apologize. I'm over here stuttering because I'm excited and shit. But we had so many people here. Like, it was a great crowd. Like, I was not expecting that many people to show up. But I know, JP, I know you were excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great turnout for the first pop-up event,
Most
man.
definitely. Definitely more than I expected, but still, it was definitely a lot of love. It was definitely a vibe. Everybody had fun, from the guy in the back in the food truck to my security team, just having a nice, peaceful night. Everybody was in here loving it, man. The band rocked. Like I said, Slim rocked it, Slim Cartel, as well as Big No. And we're going to do it again, man, and we're going to make sure it's even better. Y'all was in the building making it look real lively, MTV-ish, with all the cameras around.
Drop a bomb.
Definitely drop a bomb on that. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, man, because it definitely felt like a show, man. It was a full vibe, yo. And like I said, everybody's anticipating this to be another sellout event, and there's so many people just wanting to come out and just rub elbows with everybody else and network and enjoy their time, man, and indulge, man. Everybody smokes weed, so it shouldn't be a problem to come out and enjoy yourself.
Just smoke the gas and take it to the cloud.
Yes,
man.
yes,
That's all
yes.
you
A
gotta
little
do.
bit for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. Yeah,
Whatever your
it
thing
was.
is.
Yeah, depending on what your style is when you want to ingest the the weed. If you want to just eat it, drink it.
Drink it.
Yeah, because Slim had the flight school joints. You know what I'm saying? Smoke it. You know what I mean? Loud had the the whites only pie. You know what I'm saying? His exclusive strain. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hitting, bro. I'm still hot, bro. I'm still hot from Friday. Nobody believes me when I say this shit because I haven't been able to smoke for a little bit, but I'm back. drop a bomb on me being back, by the way. But I've literally been high since Friday. And it's been a combination of all the shit. Yeah, we got to do it again. June 11th is the next one, right?
Yes, sir. June 11th. We actually got our next 2 dates, but we just gonna release the June 11th.
Yeah, we ain't got to give them too much.
Yeah,
you know?
ain't gonna give them too much. Ain't gonna give them too much. But definitely June 11th. Man, come out. We're gonna definitely try to put on even more. Rub more elbows. Let's get the networking and just show love, man. At the end of the day, that's what we need in this frequency of love. Yo, the highest frequency you can possibly hold is love. So let's just go ahead and spread as much as we possibly can, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To the motherfucking cloud on that one.
Injectables.
Yep.
Oh,
Injectables.
Yep.
Where
You
would
got
that
edibles, drinkables. You got injectables.
All right, hold on. Before he get into his shenanigans, let me introduce everybody in here because I'm rude as a bitch. I ain't even introduced anybody in
playing
this
no
bitch.
injectable game.
So,
It's an only kind of guy. It ain't no.
So we have the lovely, beautiful, talented First Lady of the Cloud, Joy Imani, in the building. We have. Oh, my bad. Go ahead and get your sauce. Go ahead and get your cheese. You know what I mean?
What's up, you guys?
Can I get it to the cloud one time? The singing joint.
To the cloud.
I love it. We got Loud America in the building. We got Rio in the building. We have JP in the building. We got Romy Rome in the building. And we also have my homie, my road dog from way back to the Funny Bone days. We got Easy in the building, man. Like, we go way back. We're going to get into our stories of how we met and the things that we've been into throughout meeting each other while I've been in Richmond and everything. But, man, this is an OG right here. I am so thankful for him to be able to pull up on the platform and shoot the shit with us. He has a lot of wisdom. And I know he's kept me and Rio personally on the straight and narrow, keeping us from doing some wild shit. We sometimes we stared away from that path, but overall we did good. But yeah, we gonna get into all that. But round of applause for Easy pulling up on us. Yeah, it was still a round of applause, and I had to wait, so I had to drink on that. But Loud, I'm gonna let you introduce our next guest because I feel like the same relationship that I have with Easy is how you are with the Doc. So I'm gonna let you, you know what I mean?
This is Doc. We'll let welcome to the cloud, Doc. We had him on the episode before, but we didn't drop that episode. But it's a pleasure to have him here, and we're gonna let you introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. Most people call me Doc. My name's Steve. We're just going to talk about some real issues tonight. Break the racial divide. There's too much hate in this world and not enough love. And
Word.
I think when the power of love defeats the love of power, this world's going to be a much better place.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, my bad. Good call. Round of applause on that. Because as y'all already know with the cloud, man, we all about just spreading love, working together, just showing that we can do beautiful things if we just work together. Teamwork made the dream work. I don't know if y'all know that. Prime examples with the pop-up event. I know we keep on doubling back to the pop-up, but that was just a beautiful thing, just showing how a group of creatives that have a natural goal in mind can bring all their resources together to create a beautiful thing. And that's just a reflection of the cloud, and hopefully we can make that a reflection of Richmond. But before we get into the serious talk, you already know we got to talk some shit. Have y'all seen fucking Kwame Brown?
Yo,
Kwame Brown been out here. Yo,
he pulling cards.
You should have been messing with him.
My man been chilling. He been chilling for about, how long has it been? It's been over a decade at least, right? It's been clearly over a decade. Y'all been calling him the biggest bust in the NBA. Y'all been just dragging his name. But he came back with the fire. I love that he's coming at Stephen A. I love that he's coming at Charlemagne. Steven Jackson. Steven showed us love on the cloud, so I'm kind of conflicted. But some of the things he was saying was kind of true, though. So I don't want to, I don't know. I'm going to leave it to y'all. How y'all feel about that?
Speak the truth. Truth shall set you free, man.
I don't
For real.
personally know who y'all are talking about, so can y'all kind of inform me a little bit?
Yeah, give a rundown.
All right. So basically, there was a All the Smoke podcast episode that ran, and Steven Jackson just took it a little bit too far as the jokes with Kwame Brown. So Kwame Brown just came back and just attacked him, just going on all the real shit. I shouldn't say attack because he was chilling. He was minding his business. Same thing with Stephen A. Stephen A. always uses Kwame Brown as the butt of his jokes. He always wants to just take it to that place where he's the example of a failure in the NBA. And he's just had enough of it because, you know, at the end of the day, he played 10 years in the league. You know, he was able to make some money to provide for his family, and he's still out here doing positive things for himself and the community. So at the end of the day, that's a win for me. Like, I know a lot of people look at, like, sports and athletes as if they don't, I guess, pan out to what everybody thought they would be as a failure. But at the end of the day, if you're able to provide for your family and do something for your community, that's a win for me. I don't care how many points you score. I don't care how many rebounds you get.
Real shit.
Enough in him to bring him to the NBA and play for 10 years. So evidently he did something. He stayed in the NBA for 10 years. So evidently he did something right. He got a nice piece of change, so let him live.
Yeah, does anybody know what he's worth? What's his net worth? Anybody know?
I think the last deal with the Lakers was like 20, 30 mil, something like
But
that.
tell you what, if you could fail and have $20 or $30 million in the bank, fail all day long.
Damn good
I'll
failure.
take that failure.
I'm
Exactly.
this one.
What are we talking about?
Facts,
You know?
So for real, I do agree with the aspect when he was talking about Stephen A. and them, when he was talking about how they always downplay the athlete and shit, how they always downplay the black athlete, like always find a way to put him in the negative content and stuff like that. I agree with that joint. Like taking jabs and all the personal stuff, like nah, but you know what your ultimate goal is. You know what you're doing. Every time the cameras cut on, you know what you're doing.
But he firing them up. Like
Exactly. I love it though.
He aired out Charlamagne's dirty laundry about that whole situation back in the day with the girl that was allegedly and giving alcohol to a minor. Like, he was going to all that, but it was a reason because Charlamagne decided to go on his platform, which is one of the biggest platforms in the world, and tell Quad's business, talking about how his father got a murder charge and how his brother's in jail. Like, he's putting all his business out. So that's why I respect it. It's like, you gonna put all my personal business out because you felt like it was okay because because we live in the same hometown in South Carolina. You think it's okay to air my business out, but then you're gonna send a cease and desist to me when I bring up your business.
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing. Like, everybody wanted to quiet Kawhi when he retaliated, but it was okay for him to be the butt of everybody's jokes.
Popularity move.
Yeah.
He's worth $8 million. I think I wouldn't care. You would call me whatever you want to call me. I'm gonna watch you from the $8 million TV. So that's watching everything.
You're always going to have haters out there no matter what you do.
That's when you know you're successful.
You know, but let people say what they want. You know, but if you can't take the hits, then just shut the hell up.
Nah, but they've been coming at this dude for 20 years. He just now saying something. Never did an interview, never said nothing.
Because he's got class. That's what champions do.
Yeah, but he coming back fire.
Good.
You're like, I
Good
got
for
time
him.
today.
So if y'all think if he see anybody, he gonna slap him?
Nah.
He coming a little strong though.
No, I think he's gonna avoid confrontation.
His 7-foot ass might come down with a thunderclap.
Not that strong. 7 foot.
I think he automatically knows, like, I need to stay my ass in South Carolina so I don't catch a charge. Because you already know the Breakfast Club tried to invite him on the platform now. All the smoke was like, you can come on now. But he already know they're going to try to bait him. They're going to try to put him in that place to be the angry black man.
Oh,
paint
of course.
that picture.
Without exception.
You know, like,
They already doing that already.
he's smarter than that. So he's like, I'm just going to do this shit over here in my car. I'm going to be driving. Yo, this nigga be driving for like 20 miles straight. No turns. Don't be looking at the road.
yields, no
just
nothing.
be going the whole time, dragging everybody.
You know, check one
Crazy.
rearview mirror, nothing.
That should be alarming me. I'd be like,
Motherfucker
hold
looking at
on.
the camera driving.
Is he okay?
I tell you one thing, you bitch ass nigga.
That's exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Let me tell you something, you bitch, you.
Big head ass bitch. That nigga funny as hell.
You be over there like, I'm my mama's son. You ain't about to talk about my mama's son.
Oh, Kwame,
I ain't know anything about it. I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't gonna lie.
I just saw it. It was like just slammed in my face on YouTube. It was like Kawhi's going on Stephen A. He's going on all the ESPN analysts, all the old NBA players. He literally let everybody have it, and it was.
But the
beautiful.
analysts doing what they do. They get paid to
Yeah.
find stuff. So at sometimes, I mean, it kind of tears a athlete down, because I can definitely understand that. But at the same time,
I don't know.
you got to separate your business and your personal, bro.
I think all them analysts full of shit, man.
All of them are, but
Yeah,
that's
elaborate.
the goal.
Because they ain't none of
They
them.
want him to be controversial and
Like-
come out and say something. So now you got a TV show. Oh, he said this. Oh, now he said this, and he been quiet, just trying to do his own thing. Yeah. Tim Duncan. I ain't never heard anything happen to him. Nothing. But I'm pretty sure he slapped somebody before.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure, but
He came down.
yeah. But
Real crazy.
But Tim was so soft spoken. He was about his family, yo. When they said when they had gatherings, said Tim left the game and went straight to his wife and kids and went home.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
With that type of money, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck all that other shit.
With that type of money, and you could tell he was so he came to play ball and leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He come to do his job and go home. I don't know. I think all that shit a distraction, man. Something else going on behind it. All that you already know how you know what I mean. All that shit a distraction, man.
Imagine waking up to $300 million tomorrow morning. There's gonna be a hell of a lot of distraction.
Yeah, that's a hell of a distraction there, buddy.
Change around you. $1 million, $2 million, a lot of things will change around you.
Shit, yeah, for sure.
Not even.
For sure.
That I can imagine the distraction. The ball plays, you got people coming from all angles. So you can imagine the type of stuff that they go through.
Man, that's
and it start with the fam.
Yeah.
The fam would be the first
LeBron
person.
go through every day.
Oh.
You got a stylist in your house. You got people in your house all day. Like you get just to be able to deal with that and have that type of money is something.
That's a different
Somebody's always going to
lifestyle.
try to tear you down, but sometimes these guys put themselves in a place that allows for criticism.
I was gonna say the same
You know,
thing. Yeah.
but you can do one of two things. You can either
when they did it though.
well, no, I got you. I'm just saying, but you can either react to it or you can ignore
or
it.
you can ignore it.
I stopped caring what people thought about me a long time ago. Made me a much happier person.
Probably after you took mushrooms or some shit like
Well,
that.
it's peyote.
Yeah.
Do y'all believe in yin and yang? Do y'all believe in yin and yang?
I don't remember.
The
Yeah,
good and the bad.
That's how
Yeah,
good
the
it was,
balance.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's the balance.
The balance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always going to be that negative aspect, you know, that you're going to have to balance with.
Yeah.
Hold on. Elaborate on that. What you mean? I don't know nothing about the yin and yang.
I mean, the yin and the yangs. It doesn't matter what you're going through in life. If you're progressing, it's always going to be that negative that meets that positive. That's what keeps you growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it doesn't matter if you're at our level or at an NBA superstar level. We all are going to have that same like aspect of that yin and yang. The negative is actually what helps us to be better. So you just got to like prepare for it, honestly.
Well, most of us get criticized by somebody. We may not know
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, we
They
all.
just get it on a much bigger scale because they have a
Exactly.
bigger audience.
Thank you.
But we all criticize
I
each
hear
other.
that. I hear shit all the time. They're like, fuck wrong. Fuck JP. They're like, all right, fuck you too.
Let's move past it. There's no time. I mean,
Don't hold back, bro. Tell us what
They're
you
like,
really think.
Fuck Doc. You're like, oh, fuck the Doc dude. Fuck him.
Damn,
I
what
don't
did
know.
Doc do? Doc was just over here chilling, cuz.
Pretty much speak for three. When it comes to performance, like, ain't pretty much you can constructive criticism.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Unless you try to tell us something about football.
Yeah.
That's about the only time.
Yeah. That's facts.
Nah, like you said, that's
The shoulders won't square. I don't know, man. That shit's fucked up. Yo, you suck.
Yeah.
that's real
I think
shit. But you,
move
I
past
think
you
that
move, yeah, you
sport-
learn how to
move right
take that
past
shit.
it,
Yeah.
Become too political.
It has. Oh, it's a lot of money in
You know,
there. It just makes
back
sense.
in my, listen, I'm a little older than some, maybe not some of you, but most of you. And back in the day, we watched sports to escape from all the big hairy bullshit that
All
was
that
going
shit,
on in the
yeah.
world. You know, now you can't even watch a sports program without something political going on through every damn commercial.
Yeah,
And
man.
It's kind of killed the game.
They bring it in the game, too.
I was watching college football. It was like 3 years ago, and I guess, listen, I have family that has cancer right now, so I'm a big supporter of cancer research and all that. But do we have to do it in the middle of a football game?
No.
You know, literally, the first commercial was they had a whole crowd of people standing up, holding up a picture of somebody they knew that had cancer. And okay, I get it. I know people that had cancer. I know people that have died of cancer. Do I really have to watch it right now while I'm watching my football
trying
game?
to escape that shit. It's some wild shit, right? Because America creates a problem, then they put that shit on this big pedestal like they didn't create the goddamn problem.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then they get everybody supported by giving them money. And then when you go and check where all the goddamn money went, it went in somebody's goddamn pocket.
Yeah,
They
politicians.
monopolize off of that. They definitely monopolize.
Sounds
off
like
of
the
it.
pale horse to me.
Politicians are
that's
the
some wild
only
shit.
people in the world that campaign against something that they created in the first place.
Real
So
shit.
they'll create the problem and then campaign against it in the next election. And most people just aren't smart enough to figure that shit out.
Real
You're
shit.
being played.
So what's the solution?
Media.
People need to unite. No, the media is dead. We need
Media
media
sucks.
like this. Media like this, online, it's not corporate, not controlled.
Right.
This is what's needed.
Right, facts.
But unless the people find some way to unite, okay, we don't have to agree with each other. We don't even have to like each other.
Facts.
But we damn well better find a way to work with each other.
Got
We're
to.
not going to accomplish nothing as a people. The rich assholes out there in the world that control things are going to continue to do what they do. Because if we're fighting against each other, we're not fighting against them.
That's real shit.
I call that the
That's Sun Tzu.
distraction.
That's divide and conquer, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do now.
That's real shit.
You know,
yeah.
if you think about it, you could put 100 red ants and 100 black ants in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be just fine together till you shake that jar.
Mm-hmm.
Then they become aggravated. And then they'll literally kill each other until there's only one left because they think the other one is causing the pain that they're getting from shaking the jar. But they'll get along just fine until then. So what we really need to start thinking about as a people is who's shaking the damn jar and why? Why are they trying to keep us divided?
So
We're getting along just fine.
Oh yeah, all
You know, there's
day.
no arguments going on in here. We're expressing our minds and we're bringing dialogue out of the people and let them think for themselves. But the media just fills your head with nothing but violence and riots and rage.
Yeah, the media.
Why?
is a very
Why are they
powerful
doing that?
entity.
They could do the same thing to unite the people, get us all together, but that would be a threat to what they've got going on right now. Because we're not corporate, we're the people.
True
But we've
indeed.
forgotten as a people that we're the government,
That
not
we
the
got- we're the- yeah,
politicians,
we're the power.
we the people.
We said
So in the end, we control the payoff if we get together. If 3 million of us got around the White House right now and said, listen, we want you all out of here or we ain't leaving, I guarantee you they're going to go. Look at what's going on in other countries right now.
Shout out Clown TV. Davo, I see you, man. You know what's crazy? They made us think it was gonna get sweet because of these checks. I never got a PPP.
None of that shit.
None of
I
that.
didn't
They
either.
about to.
Yo, listen. It made people think that everything is gonna be all right. It's gonna be bad, bro.
You guys ever heard of the Tavistock Institute?
I was just about to say something about that. Go ahead.
So the Tavistock Institute, man, is like
bullshitting.
Yo, this shit is like, it's like a big ass think tank that they funnel money to do social experiments to see how society reacts to certain shit. And it's groups, man. It's like, fuck, the Bilderberg group, motherfucking. I mean, you got a lot of shit out here, man.
Well, that's called groupthink.
Yeah.
I know all about the
Yeah.
That's a whole different conversation.
That shit is.
Hours on.
But yeah, for real.
The groupthink thing, there was a study that was done. I don't remember where it was. This was back in the 70s. It was either Harvard or Yale or Stanford or one of those Ivy League schools. And there were like 10 people, and 9 of them were in on the experiment. And the one guinea pig was not in on any of it. So they literally would show you like a picture of 2 different lines. And one would be longer than the other. And they would say, which line is longer than the other or shorter than the other? Well, the entire group that was in it deliberately picked the wrong one.
Wrong one, yeah.
And you would see for 4, 5, maybe 6 times, the one person that wasn't in on it was picking the right answer with confidence. And you can literally see their body language and their mental state just, God, am I doing something wrong here? When you weren't. But they made you think that because that's the groupthink mentality. Well, they're all saying it's this, and then you start seeing them pick the wrong answer deliberately because they didn't want to be the outsider.
The outsider.
You know what? Be the guy in China that stood in front of the tank. Remember the guy with the bags?
Yeah, with the bags in front of the
Standing
tank.
in front of the tank. Be that guy.
I can't hear you, Doc.
Doc got rights. He got rights.
I felt you, but I couldn't.
I felt it though.
I felt it though.
Be the
I
guy.
felt the energy.
In front of the tank. Let me
He
tell you
said,
this, you know what's
"Don't
crazy?
be a follower."
When I was in the army, and like I'm from neighborhoods where stuff really go down. So when I got in the army, and when I got the infantry, and I saw these hard dudes from Chicago getting broke down, when they really seen what
Hey,
it
loud.
was really about.
Hey, loud.
Yo,
Can I-
then when we went to Iraq, and dudes was crying. Yo, you can shoot in your neighborhood, but you won't shoot out there. Dudes was crying to go home. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they try to have you. I understand it's the same thing as a group thing. If you ain't with the group, you're gonna fall.
You
bro.
gonna fall? Yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fall. Just like this, and I'm gonna speak on this, and I don't know if you're gonna get flagged. I'm gonna tell you this. I lost my taste in the beginning of this COVID shit in 2008, beginning in the 18, middle of 19, and I didn't really get sick, but I was real tired for a couple of days. And what I think what happened was the media is so powerful that they can tell you that the flu's over and COVID took over. And the flu been killing the same amount of people every time.
Anytime.
They can just change the name of the virus. I don't believe in it. I really don't. The mask thing is cool because I watched China do it and all those people because of the overpopulation. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I think that the name was changed to me and it just got stronger or whatever. I think it was just the regular flu, man. It exposed people.
Let me try to clarify for what I think you're trying to say, because I think some people are going to get a different message. The virus is real. It's a real virus, without exception. Okay, nobody's saying here that the virus is a fake virus. It's some type of virus, but it's just like any other SARS virus. So it's a SARS virus. So SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome, and it's just a different version of it. Okay, now you're starting to see things come out where they're actually mutating this virus out of a Wuhan lab in China. We won't get into that today until some more stuff comes out. But if you look at the CDC's website throughout the entire COVID-19 problem, flu wasn't a problem, heart disease, liver disease, cancer, suicide, overdose, AIDS was all almost non-existent. That is not medically possible for that to happen. Okay, but everybody was listed as COVID, but there was some monetary reasons why they were listed for COVID, and most people don't know this. So, for example, if you came into a hospital and you had pneumonia, you would be paid $5,000. This is just an example. I'm paraphrasing here. $5,000 maximum, whether that patient was there for 1 day or 1 year. If you had COVID under this so-called, I call it a pandemic, but the pandemic.
I'm with you. Pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Because there was a bigger issue behind it. We'll get to that in a minute. You were paid $19,000 if you were listed as a COVID patient. If you needed a ventilator, you were paid $38,000. So what we did was we monetized a problem. a virus problem. And when you monetize medicine, you're going to get junk science.
Yes, you are. Question.
Yeah.
So if I did not need a ventilator and you gave me a ventilator, could I die from that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because
Okay.
ventilators are bad for usually most respiratory problems.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same
Yeah.
page. Okay.
But
Yeah,
there
that's-
was monetary issues
Of
for
course.
people to do that.
There's money in
And
debt.
listen, a lot of hospitals were in financial trouble. They were closing down. Don't you guys ever remember watching like CNN, family of 4 dies in explosion, dies of COVID? I mean, you can't make this kind of stuff up. And it didn't happen a lot because they realized, we can't be saying stuff like that. I remember watching the live news one day when I was in Florida, and it said, man killed in motorcycle accident dies of COVID.
Dies of COVID.
What? Was it the accident that killed the
Hey,
guy?
Doc, you exposing a lot of truth right now.
So everybody was being listed as COVID.
Man shot in the head dies from COVID.
The fuck?
It's an incentive.
So-
it's an incentive.
So,
At the end of the day. Because it's a
That
flu,
may
am I
be.
right? It's a flu, right?
It's a virus.
It's a virus.
a respiratory virus.
So at the end of the day, you can pretty much, if you eat healthy and alkaline your body, you can pretty much almost defeat this virus.
I believe that most people have already had it.
Right.
They just didn't even realize it, or they had such minor symptoms like a flu or a cold that it wasn't bad enough. Now, this did affect a lot of elderly people and people with underlying conditions,
Right.
okay? But if you look at the majority of the deaths, and I want everybody to really take a look at this, the majority of deaths from COVID happened in 5 states. Okay, and I'm not going to play the Republican Democrat card, but they were all in Democratic states.
Definitely
Pennsylvania, New York, California,
California,
New
New
Jersey,
Jersey.
and where was the last state? I'm missing
no, it wasn't Florida. Hell
was-
no.
No, but what
Nah,
I'm saying is
Cali.
what I want you guys to look at with these states that had the most deaths, where they occurred. The majority of them were in nursing homes, okay? Does anybody know what a nursing home actually is to somebody that's living there?
Basically,
Yeah.
waiting for you to
Wait for you to go.
99.9% of the people never leave there. They go there to die.
Right.
A cold could kill these people,
Right.
okay? They're already compromised. No medical professional in any way, shape, or form would move sick people into a nursing home. It wouldn't happen.
Right.
So you have to ask yourselves, well, why would somebody do that? Why would they have so many deaths? What did they gain out of it? Now, some people are going to say it was political. Have a lot of people die. You got a lot of politics on your side. Well, we're not going to let that happen to you. Those guys did this. We're going to do this. Or were they incompetent in what they did? Did they not have the evidence or the science that they
Hell
needed?
no.
You don't know what the answer
I
is.
know.
I
I
do
know
too.
what the answer is.
I just can't say it. What I
Shit,
think.
it's a safe space, Doc. Fuck that. I know what it is. I ain't gonna say it neither though.
No, we can say it. We can say it. Just depending
man,
on
we
what
good.
you
We already know what
say
it is, man.
will dictate what platform it goes on.
We already
That's all
we
it
already,
is.
We already know what it is though.
I went into a Moe's, and there was a manager at the door saying you have to have your mask on to walk in. You had to walk in, but you could sit at your table and take your mask.
Take your mask off.
So I walked in without the mask. Sorry, you got to put your mask on. I'm like, what sense does this make medically? That I can walk in here with this mask, I'm going to walk 4 feet to that table and take my mask off?
Right.
Does this make sense to anybody? And he told me to sit. He'd go get my food for me, so I did. But a bunch of people in the restaurant started talking about it because most people don't think logically about that.
Nope.
This is what is called a surgical mask.
Right.
Okay? I would wear this if I was performing surgery to make sure that no nasal drippings or saliva fall into you while I'm over you. Did you not get me again? Okay, so I wear this if I have to do a surgery on you, any surgeon will do it, to keep from saliva or nasal fluids from falling into you while you're performing surgery, because you're right over top of the patient most of the time. It's never been designed to stop a virus, never has been. If you can blow smoke through this thing, virus particles are much smaller than smoke is. And I don't care what they try to bullshit you about on the news, because the news all these news anchors think they're doctors now. They don't have a first damn clue what they're talking about. Virus particles are super small. You need a microscope to see them.
Right.
If you can blow smoke out of this mask, now keep in mind it will stop maybe about 28, maybe 30% of spray if you sneeze or you cough, but that's about it. It's not stopping the virus from spreading. This whole 6 feet thing, I thought that was a joke as well. Then they said it was aerosolized virus, and then it wasn't aerosolized. I don't think that anybody either knew really what it was, or they knew what it was, and they were just performing this social experiment that you're talking about. And they still got people scared to death wearing masks. I saw somebody the other day wearing 2 masks, said they were vaccinated, and the clear mask, face mask over their head.
I seen somebody driving by themselves with a mask.
I watched a teacher lambast a student that was today. You saw that.
Hey, dog, I seen a dude in the car with the whole mask on.
By himself.
Nobody was in the car with this.
He just
y'all at the light.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not mad at the people's response because mental health is real, right?
They don't know.
And people, it's so many layers to fear, right? Like, I consider myself, I don't fear shit. But something probably would scare the shit out of me sooner or later, right? This just ain't it. But there are people who they don't even like to go outside on a regular. They don't even like to deal with people on the regular. So imagine how irrational their level of fear is. But if I can keep you in fear or anger, I can pretty much determine what I'm just going to control everything.
You know these people that's been in the house since it started?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yo, and it's people that you would never think were fearful.
Yes.
Like, dude, this dude, I go to Lowe's all the time. And it's this dude I see in Lowe's, like 6'8", 340. He's like, hey man, you ain't got no mask? And I'm like, I really don't address that shit because I don't wear no mask. Like, I don't like nobody telling me what to do, man. Fuck that. I ain't wearing shit. Like, unless like they real adamant and I gotta really, really want to be there.
Yeah.
But outside of that shit, it's like, man, fuck that shit. Because this shit is stupid. And if you do something that makes you feel stupid enough, then you're just gonna end up to keep doing stupid shit. Whatever energy you on, that's the energy you're gonna keep attracting. So I'm not trying to attract that stupid ass energy. No offense to anybody else that feels that they have to do that, but for me, that shit is dumb. So it's just like, dude, I watched this lady take her mask off, smoke this cigarette hard as hard, bro. Like, she smoked that shit it was a 100. By the time she finished with it, that shit was down to the fucking filter.
She had that Newport 1000.
And then she put her shit back on. Like, I'm like, lady, you already halfway there.
It's crazy you say that. So I went out this weekend. We had a couple gigs this weekend, right? I knew the CDC said the thing, if you had the vaccine, then you ain't got
You was good. Yeah.
I ain't seen no mask. Matter of fact, I saw a mask walking into the building. Then as soon as you get in the building, it's off. It was like, so what was the point of you wearing the mask in the first place?
In the first place, right?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, though.
Right. Yeah, nobody checking for shit, yeah.
But the wild thing is, Doc was saying earlier about the Democrat-Republican shit, right? Okay, so it's crazy how I think that's an aspect of the social experiment too, right? It's crazy because I was in the A when the shit started. Man, it has not been a mask. When you get past Virginia, don't nobody wear no mask.
Yeah.
South Carolina, none of that shit. North Carolina, they was still on it.
Yeah,
but
North
they a
Carolina
blue state
is,
now.
Yeah.
But Florida, we've had the best.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard it's like, hurry up and get it so you can just quarantine and get back to what you was
It's
doing.
called
type
herd
shit.
immunity.
Yeah.
It's what happens. It's what happened with the H1N1.
Doesn't that happen naturally, though?
Of course it does. Your immune
That's what I'm
system is
saying.
the best defense against anything. The reason that viruses mutate, you know why? Because we kill them, we fight them, and it's medicine is to blame.
It is.
Because we give you an antibiotic instead of letting the immune system do it.
It gets stronger.
And then it will mutate and change.
Yeah, that shit gets stronger. Yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. I got a question for y'all.
What up, Joy?
Don't
any
take
of y'all
offense to this, man. But I'm
personally-
thinking, am I supposed to unzip my fly right
By
now?
any means, cuz. By any means.
What kind of show is this?
Shit got wicked, didn't it, Doc? crept up on you. Some
But
Metal
nah,
Gear Solid shit.
I got a question for you guys, for real. Have
I'm
any
in
of
the wrong
y'all
building.
Y'all was good until that. That just
have
fucked
any
up.
of y'all had the virus that you know of?
Man, I
None
don't
of
even
y'all
know.
had the-
Cause
I believe that I
I
did.
don't even know.
Yeah.
And not this last October, but the October before that.
I felt like
Okay.
I got sick November 19, maybe.
Yeah.
I was either October or
Yeah, no
November of
bullshit.
2019.
But it wasn't as severe as they was.
I was fucked up in the
Yeah,
game.
but I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to the hospital.
Nah, I don't go to the hospital for shit. When you go to the hospital, they kill you, bro. I don't go to that
Most
shit.
people thought it was like a flu type bug.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
I got a flu or
I
a
had
bad
the
cold.
But it is the flu. It's just wordplay.
I never had the flu.
It's just wordplay. You've had a cold before though, a sinus
I've had a
infection.
cold.
Yeah, that's all that
I
shit
get a
is.
cold every year,
But it's just a level of the same damn thing.
Yeah.
It's just one off, two off. You know what I mean? It's just a level.
It's a
And
different variation.
like the way I feel is like if your immune system is real bad at that particular time, it could really take you out.
Just like anything.
Just like anything. I mean, that's what it is. Like, so I don't know. Like, I think this is on some real shit, I think this is the establishment's last grab at seeing how far they can push people to see how much more power they got left. Because if you look back in history, the governments don't last very, very long. And this government has reached
A very long.
it's been done like this shit is over because people starting to wake up to who they are. Like this government that we underneath is not even like this shit is a shadow government, man. Like the Constitution ain't been in effect since the Civil War.
Yeah.
We got like 3 or 4 other constitutions that we under. The Continental Congress is this shit is deep. And then they teach us, they indoctrinate us from kindergarten through 12 on some shit that has nothing to do with anything. And then you go to school for another 12 years to be a doctor, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like then you owe $1 million to pay back. Like this shit is a sham. All this shit is a sham.
You know, if you kind of look at, China succeeded a lot in a lot of ways because they invested a lot in infrastructure and into education. They got their people educated. But it's like this particular country, we're so much about wanting to give handouts to try to buy everybody's loyalty, I guess you
real
could
shit.
say.
Or lie to
what do
them.
you do when people are subbed? Well, give them some free shit. Well, it's not free. We're all going to pay for it eventually.
Yeah.
And you know what's real? Like, I had a chance to go to other countries and see stuff.
It's
man.
crazy. It's real.
Our level of government overseas, they have control of their people to a certain extent. Like in Korea and those places like that, where they had communism, those people really listen to them
Because they live under fear.
Yeah,
They live under fear, yeah.
And see, that's what I think the United States. See, we're so constitutionalized. We think we are. I'm gonna use that
We
word.
not,
Let's
though.
make that up.
I like that
We're
word.
so
That's some good
That was a
shit.
good ass.
Well, we're
Hey,
not.
let us
Yeah,
know in the
drop a
comments
bomb
if
on
you
that
got
shit,
good ass
Mike.
words
Drop a
like
bomb,
that.
We're going by the Constitution.
Drop a bomb on constitutionalized.
We would have freedom of speech. We would be able to go to court, and we wouldn't be judged by the color of our skin.
Man, we not.
We wouldn't be judged by who we are or what sex or whatever. That's in the Constitution, bro. And for real.
But
and child molesters would not be free.
Be free, right? But the
Yes.
bar is not even from America. The bar is from Europe. So if we're under a European court, how in the hell can the Constitution be in effect? Oh shit.
See, we gotta have a history episode.
shit.
See that and more on Dragon Ball Z, Episode 8.
I just started eating them though. Last year
Listen, man, Superman's got kryptonite. I got salt and vinegar
Hot
chips.
fries of the hot Cheetos, mix them up
The
together.
hot fries is. Do what?
Have you ever tried?
You fucked me up
white
just now. No.
cheddar
I heard you, but I didn't hear you.
Popcorn with the hot fries,
Talk to me.
or the hot, Cheetos. Either one, but the hot fries are better. Hot fries and the white cheddar popcorn mixed together.
Hot fries with the
will
dude.
save your life on a high.
The Andy Caps hot fries. The old school blue bag hot fries.
Yeah.
You know about them? You know about the Andy Caps?
You talking about the Andy?
You know about the Andy Caps hot fries? What?
Y'all.
She might not have been around for them James.
It's white.
Excuse?
It's
This
white.
is the second time.
It's white cheese popcorn.
You under arrest.
White cheese popcorn.
Yes.
Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut.
Sour cream, onion potato chips.
Oh, that's
pretzels.
He done manipulated my shit.
that's a movie theater snack.
All I'm saying
And then pour
is
it on
get
the
you
napkin.
some white cheddar popcorn. It could be the smart food. It
No,
could
that's a
be
joint when you've been in the
whatever.
lady up
With
there
some
watching
hot
the
fries.
TV. You know what I'm saying? You just add your M&Ms to
That
the
sounds like a damn prison slam to me.
Hey yo, get your popcorn, juice snacks, and some movie.
Y'all
nigga.
snack game on 1,000.
I don't know about none of this.
And y'all mind.
It's like the kind of shit we did in the county jail for the weekend.
Nah, you could just do the
Everybody throw some
hot
shit out.
fry seasoning on the popcorn.
Yeah, I'm bringing next Monday. Y'all gotta get on the white cheddar popcorn with
Let
the
us
hot
know in the
They don't make hot
comments
popcorn like that though.
what your snack
Already?
suggestion is. You feel
the
me?
combination.
Let us know if you be doing the
Might be
white
some
popcorn
trademark
extra
issues
cheddar.
with that shit.
You know what I mean? Let us know if you fucking with the M&Ms, with the peanuts or not. Pause. If you
copyright
did anybody say Reese's Pieces? Did anybody say anything about the Reese's?
Oh, Mike.
About the Twix? Yeah, the
Mike.
Twix. Yeah, exactly.
Reese's Pieces or the cup or the
Nah,
cup.
the cups. The cups. Gotta
Y'all
be the
like
cups.
the mini cups, the mini Reese's
Nah,
Pieces?
I gotta be the original cup.
Them shit's real sexy though.
Nah, they gotta.
Peanut butter cups.
You gotta push the middle out, them James.
Yeah,
You gotta be able
yeah.
to push the middle out.
Y'all
The
ain't got
minis
a
you
mini-
can't do that. You gotta push the
try
middle. You
to
gotta.
thin- the thin.
What about
layer?
butterscotch?
Put the minis in the ice cream.
Did y'all fuck with? Oh, yeah.
We can snack together. I don't know.
All right,
Munchies.
so what's your favorite ice cream flavor though?
What's your favorite ice cream brand too? Put the brand on there.
Brand and flavor.
Turkey Hill. I think.
You an ice cream. You an ice cream
I'm
lover.
an ice cream lover. They got a salted caramel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cuz. All natural, Jake,
yeah.
no GMO. What?
No GMO?
No GMO.
No GMO ever.
Let us know in the comments
Nah, I
if y'all
don't.
ain't
They
fucking
make
with
it with
the
a
GMO.
regular
I do
cow.
like
No
my Lucky
GMO.
Charms though.
Yeah.
If you ain't GMO.
All you gotta do is say that shit on the package. I'm sold.
What you eating though?
I don't even eat
Panera. Who got Panera? When did that happen?
DoorDash.
They got the best soups in the world.
Damn.
Preparation. I respect that.
ice cream, not that good.
Well, we not. They ain't sponsored us, right? DoorDash. They won't shout.
This is brought to you
Y'all
by
hear that?
Cloud
You hear that,
Listerine
DoorDash?
TV.
They might be if the check is right.
To
you
the
feel me?
cloud.
To the cloud.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all already saw what we did with Smooth My Balls, yo. We probably gonna run that ad like prior to coming into this shit.
Smooth My Ball
Hey,
shit
yo.
is crazy, bro.
15% off on all Smooth My Ball products if you're trying to get
Damn,
to
that's
your
a lick.
manscaping needs. You can get the Turf Chopper 3.0. It's normally $79.99. Take 15% off that. You already know we Cloud TV. I ain't doing the math live. Y'all can do that on your own time. And then you can get the motherfucking what was the shit called? The Pew Muncher. The Pew Muncher 1.0 to clean up your mess. You know what I'm saying? That's normally $55. Add the 15, you feel me? And then make sure you log into the motherfucking Patreon. You can find us at Cloud TV on that. Everything else, social media wise, is _to the cloud, I believe. And if not, I will edit it so it is correct in the bottom. But we are back. Round of applause. Oh, shit, that was a bomb. There we go. We back.
We all did.
Blame it on the tree.
Goddamn, round of applause. Kill them all.
We're gonna blame it on the whites only pie. That's what we're gonna blame it on. But I wanted to
Doc, how does that resonate?
I'm still waiting on my white
You
privilege
like how I
to
put
kick
that
in.
loud? Hey, loud. You like how I threw that at him? How does that resonate with you? Yeah,
I'm not white. I'm just light skinned.
I like that. Well,
Claim it.
I'm actually half Italian and 10% Indian. So,
oh yeah,
technically a person of color.
that's technically black if you want to get real technical.
Depends on how you look at
That's
it.
another history lesson for another day.
I've been enjoying my white privilege for too long.
So, Doc, I had a question for you
Yes,
on a
ma'am.
personal level outside the health realm. Now that COVID is opening back up, everything is, about to start opening up again. What do you feel like you're into, like on a hobby level? Like, what do you see yourself getting into this year? Or if not that, where do you see yourself traveling to?
Well, freedom is the first thing that I like to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the CDC granted our freedoms back just the other day with lifted mask mandates.
Round of applause.
No, listen, my freedoms never went away. But I mean, I'm into all kinds of things. I'm a musician. I'm a guitarist.
Oh, word.
Do you play the electric, the
I'm
bass, the
electric.
acoustic?
I'm an electric guitarist.
Oh, he got bars, cuz?
You got bars,
I didn't hear you, Doc.
Never freestyle for free, though.
They say I drop bars.
He said, you see how mine? They say I got bars. You know what I
You
mean?
got
But
bars.
okay.
You're going to have to bring your
I
guitar
see you,
next
Doc.
time.
I had a Snickers bar a little while ago.
I know.
Okay, he got all the bars.
Seinfeld.
Hold on, drop a bomb on him having on.
Drop the little
Drop
reference
the
on us. I
motherfucking
like
bomb.
that.
He said he had the Snickers.
Bro, that
Can we get them as a sponsor, Snickers?
shit. We could,
Hey, yo, Snickers, holla at your boy. You already know.
by
So,
way
Doc,
of Doc.
I didn't hear you. Did you say you played the acoustic, the electric?
No, I'm an electric guitarist.
Electric
I'm a lead
guitar.
guitarist.
So you like to
Okay.
rock out. Word.
I'm an old, blues, metal guitarist. Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eddie Van Halen,
Uh-huh.
Randy Rhoads, Jimmy Page,
Nice. Nice.
Prince.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get a chance to really get into the doc. We didn't get to know you like that. Yeah, we got to get your background. Yes, sir.
What's your background, Doc?
Doc.
My white privilege.
Damn.
It's got me everywhere I needed to go.
When did you start playing the guitar?
I think I was probably 17 or 18.
Yeah.
I just kind of picked it up and, I play for me. I like to write songs that are more patriotic. So I've got a song called American Freedom. I write religious songs. I was in a heavy metal Christian band for 5 years of my life.
Oh, shit.
Believe it or not.
Let us get a sample. Let us get a sample.
Do you guys know, any of you
Drop a
guys know
bomb
who
on a
Nicky
Christian
Cruz
band.
is?
Nope. Give us some background.
Well, Nicky Cruz was a guy that he was a member of a gang in Los Angeles. It was the biggest gang at the time called the Mau Mau's. And they made a movie about him and a guy by the name of David Wilkerson called The Cross and the Switchblade. And it was about a pastor that went into just gang-infested Los Angeles with nothing but a Bible and said, I'm going to try to bring people to God. And Nicky Cruz became converted and became a Christian. He was a pretty big deal. I mean, this was, back in the 90s, so, I'm showing how old I am. Thank you very much. And we were asked to actually play for his music because we used to go into prisons and detention centers, and that's where we played our music. We didn't do it for the money. We were just trying to send a message. I was a big Christian, really big into Jesus, thought that Jesus can solve any problems we have. We just let him into our heart. And we did music about it. And we were asked by Nicky Cruz to play his crusade one year, and that was like one of the biggest highlights of my life, besides opening up for Cheap Trick in '97. That was probably a bigger deal.
Cheap
but-
Trick. I know who that is.
But yeah, then I just became a rock guitarist, blues guitarist, and I just like to write music. I like to just speak truth. I wrote songs about heroin and cocaine addiction. And
Doc, what would you say is your favorite Jimi Hendrix song?
Purple Haze.
Of course.
Drop a bomb on there.
It's either that or Little Wing, because they're two very complex pieces of guitar music. And they tell a story. And that's what Jimmy did. That's what Jimmy did best. He told a story. And he didn't give two fucks. He told it like it was. Most musicians didn't even like to play with Jimmy at open jams because he would just kind of take over and go off for 30 minutes. And it's like, all right, just let Jimmy go for a little while. They'd go have a beer, have a smoke, and get with a what'd you call that a little while ago? Shalties? Go get with a Shaltie and come back, and Jimmy still be playing, and they just jump back in and start playing with him.
That's crazy. Mine was Castle Made the Same.
Yeah, that's a great song, too. I mean, he was a musical genius. He died way too young.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought and talk in the mic when you say it.
So what was your question again?
Kaz was made
You
the
got way
same.
off the beaten path.
We kind of did, but it was pretty much like, what do you like to do for fun? Now that COVID is about to like come to an end this year, you know, everything is starting to open up. What do you see yourself getting into this year, just for like a relaxation, your vibe?
Some
Where
pussy.
can we find you?
Ain't it, Doc?
Wow. Yo, if you ain't watching the cloud,
We gotta get deep sometimes.
Some weed and some pussy.
No, I mean nothing really. Nothing.
Let us know in the comments if you're trying to get into some of that good old.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
If that's what you like.
Nothing
that's what
really
you like.
changed for me.
Your personal preference.
You know, I mean, I
We ain't
I
here
can-
to judge anybody, but if that's what you're trying to slide into, let us know in the comments.
We trying to get to know you on a personal level. So yeah.
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Woo! Mic drop. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't even gotta say shit else.
Nah, I have one question though, Doc. Because you're talking about a lot of music. How did you get in the medical field?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a way long story.
Outside of your white privilege, because you did say
That's
something
right.
about that earlier,
And I'm still
and
paying.
I did want you to touch on that. I know you're paying about another $500,000 on that shit.
That's what my white privilege got me.
yeah, as a $500,000 goddamn student
Bunch
loan.
of Benjamins I'm still paying every month.
Ain't that some shit?
More money, more
White people don't
problems.
even
That's
like
how
white
it
people.
goes.
Ain't that a motherfucker? I knew that would make him laugh.
Have you ever played the guitar for a lady friend? You know, finessed her, or a person that you trying to, you know, smooth on?
Yeah, my wife.
Oh, okay. How long you been married?
Gosh, it's been so long, can't remember.
Damn, we can't even remember. It's been at least 30 years.
That's-
Man.
27,
Guess-
27 or 28 years.
Tell this man how long he been
At
married.
least 30 years. I can see him.
At least about 30, 40 years, man.
He was like,
Yeah,
fuck, it's so
man.
long.
Hey, and I'm not that damn
it's been
old.
at
He was like, fuck, I hope she ain't watching this motherfucker, man.
Hey, Steve, how was walking with Jesus? You know,
Did he have sandals on?
I still got some hair left. I ain't that old.
You do. You have a lot of hair left.
I think it's been 28 years. I think it was 1992 when we got married. It's just,
Man, that's awesome.
after 20 years go by, you kind of
You don't even give a fuck
doesn't
anymore.
matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know, but no, Connie's the love of my life. So shout out to Connie.
Shout out to Connie. Drop a bomb for Connie. You know what I mean?
Connie watch the show to the cloud.
She stood by me through a lot of things, the good and the bad.
True indeed.
And that's what a good woman does. Regardless how bad it gets, you stick together. We support each other. And a lot of yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Oh yeah,
Get you through 20 plus years of
yeah,
marriage.
yeah. True.
Because that selective hearing thing don't work too well.
Did she ever bring you
Doc-
chips when you were hungry?
Dropping
She
jewels.
has.
Dropping jewels, Doc.
Listen,
Chips.
Dropping
she's made me
relationship
soup when I'm sick. She's cooked me meals when I'm hungry.
Yep.
She gets freaky on my birthday.
Oh.
Sorry, have a good day.
You know I'm trying to ride.
Damn it, Connie.
Hey, none of your damn business what she doing.
You play the guitar for her on them date nights?
I have before, yeah.
Yeah, Doc. That's what I'm
I would
talking
sing to her
about.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. But you know, marriage is a job too, and a lot of people really don't understand that. It's constant work. And this whole pandemic has made a lot of marriages bad because people are just together so much.
They don't like each other.
It's been a lot of domestic violence.
I'm not gonna lie, it's made my marriage actually
I'm
better.
glad you brought this up because this is really a point that I wanted to touch on tonight. Being offended. Okay, we've gotten to a point in this country that you can find offense in everything. Black, white, pink, purple, 2% milk or whole milk. beef
Ball
or
milk.
dairy.
Shout out to Rio
I'm
putting
so
the
happy you're
milk
touching
on his
on this,
ball
Doc.
sack.
I'm so
Shout out
happy.
to that once again.
Seriously, because what people need to understand is if you're going to have a conversation about anything that has substance, the chance of being offended is zero.
Yeah.
If you're talking about something serious, somebody's going to get offended. But these are important conversations that need to be had because that's the only way you make change. Okay, that's why I was so angry with how people got when you said, well, if you question COVID-19, you're ignoring the science. Well, I'm sorry, guys. You know, medicine 101 is you question everything.
Damn right.
If we didn't question medical science, we'd never have any medical technological advances ever. Because it would be this is what it is and that's it. No, you always question everything. But the facts are always going to bring you back to the truth. And that's what you really need to find out. But, people are so uptight that everything can be offended. I remember, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I used to do a radio show called Know Your Rights Radio. And all I talked about was American people know your rights. Whether you're being pulled over by the police or you're being questioned or they want your identification, all that stuff. We talked about those things. And one of the shows that I did was about, they were attacking Halloween costumes that year. Mm-hmm. So, if you were a hobo, you were being offensive and inconsiderate to homeless people and bums. And if you dressed up as a Native American or an Indian, you were being offensive to Native Americans. Or, damn, if I dressed up as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, I was being inconsiderate to people that suffered tornadoes, and midgets. Where you're being offensive to the little people.
With the little
where
hills,
have we gone
the sparkles,
that we can't say things that are going to offend people? Because I'm probably going to say some things that aren't going to offend some of you. And if I haven't offended you tonight, let me know, and I'll make sure that I do before the night's over.
Comments if he offended you.
Politically correct.
What do you mean?
We just have to relax and understand. So you were talking about the Constitution earlier.
Exactly.
This is the point I wanted to make.
That shit is fucked. It's out of here.
Can anybody tell me what they believe the First Amendment was put into place for? Why was it so important to have free speech as the First Amendment to the Constitution? What is free speech? What is it supposed to protect?
Your ass.
I do this a lot.
Your ass.
It's to protect unpopular speech.
Yep.
Because popular speech never needs to be defended.
Nope.
Ever.
Like now.
Yeah. So
let's censor everything that doesn't say anything about
and that's
COVID.
the problem. You can't have a free country without a free press or a free society to share ideas and information, even though they might be offensive to somebody. Now, I understand that the First Amendment does have limits. I can understand why you can't say fire in a crowded theater or say bomb on a plane. You're going to create panic that's unwanted. But if I wanted to say something to you that offended you, that's my right to do it. Now, it's also your right to kick the shit out of me if you want to do that, but that's still against the law because that's violence.
Yeah.
But those types of actions have consequences. You have to know your limits, but you shouldn't be afraid to offend people. Because you're always going to offend somebody somewhere. What did I read the other day? They're trying to get rid of, what is it, Pepe Le Pew?
Pepe Le Pew. They say he's fucked up.
The skunk.
They say he on R. Kelly level.
He is a freak boy. I ain't gonna lie.
He freaky. I fuck with Pepe though.
He was out there a while.
He be like, one, three,
He was by any means.
He be like, wow.
Like, yo.
He did.
He was
Doc, though, he
super
did need to be canceled, though. No bullshit.
but
He wasn't freaky.
Him and Johnny Bravo need to
He was trying to take that shit from that
out of
look.
here.
And she wasn't even a skunk. She was a cat.
If he would have just put on some speed stick, he might have been all right.
He was too funky for it. She didn't want that shit.
he was smoking that.
But he still got it.
He had that gas. That's what it
The
was.
one
took that shit. They canceled him, though.
But here's the one that really got me. Snow White. Snow White. It was an unwanted kiss.
She had all the hoes though.
She was dead, dude. She died. The kiss was the only thing going to bring her back. So should we let her die?
Yeah, you gotta
Because
let
it
him
was
die.
an unwanted kiss?
Because she didn't consent.
I know.
Consent.
That's right.
No kiss. Fuck her. She's out of here. Let her go.
Once
let
you
her
go
die.
white, that ain't right.
We respect Disney.
Once you go black, you never
we
go
respect
back.
Disney and Cloud TV.
But that's my point.
If you ain't
that
watching
stuff
the
is
club,
offensive
you
to
watching
people.
bullshit.
And you're always going to offend somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
So just say what you want. If you don't like what somebody's saying, don't listen to them.
That's real shit.
I can ignore you. I can shut you off.
Just don't take offense. Just
No.
listen to, okay, that's your opinion, keep your question.
Yes.
Do y'all really care about people taking offense to what y'all say?
Hell no.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, I
If
didn't
I
think this
did,
was the podcast where
This
people
would not
gave
be
a fuck.
here if.
Yeah.
And I would say coming into a podcast, though, I didn't really prepare for it. It was something sprung upon me gratefully. But I noticed, like, when I would speak, I would get, like, a little nervous because I'm like, this could offend some, I'm
Fuck 'em.
not trying to offend anybody, but it still is that little gray area where I'm in, and it sucks. I don't want to be misjudged or whatever the case may be. But like you said, you can't give a fuck.
You can be misjudged.
But
regardless.
that's part of the problem.
It's
Everybody
inevitable.
yeah.
It sucks. But
But wait, what she just said.
It don't suck though. It's good because it's growth.
What she
'Cause it's
said, I
the
believe, is part of the
balance.
problem.
It is
She's
the yin
afraid
and
of
the yang.
offending somebody.
It is
Why
the yin.
apologize?
If that's how you feel.
You know, I mean, just speak your mind.
Just speak your
You're
mind.
not doing it deliberately. I'm not looking to offend people to offend people. Hell, people in this country right now would not last one episode between the Jeffersons and Archie Bunker.
That's
It
real
just
shit.
wouldn't happen. You know what we did? Okay, yeah, I'm the
Or
old
Mama's
guy.
Family.
But you know what we did back in the
Shit.
day when we watched those shows? We laughed.
The world is very soft
You make
now.
comedy
though, we
out of
must admit.
tragedy, and that's what
The
makes
world
it
is very,
comedy.
very
But even
soft.
comics are getting chastised right now for telling jokes. Bill Burr just got lambasted. They called him a white supremacist. He's been married. He's married to a black woman, has a child with her. And then they said, well, that's for him to hide his white supremacy and his racism. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I don't watch. That's why I don't watch the TV.
Media.
Cause that shit is stupid, bro.
Media ruins a lot.
If you give that shit any value on anything, that shit is gonna it's giving you back what you give it. Like the biggest thing you could pay is attention. Like that's the most valuable currency we have is our attention.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, it's like you could spend 2 hours a day, right? 7 days a week. That's 14 hours watching some bullshit that ain't gonna do nothing for you. So if you're not an already productive person, you add that shit in your shit, you fuck. Like you're gonna be stuck in whatever it is. Like you're not gonna ever be fucking out of that matrix.
Yeah, do you ever notice how they have like a bunch of useless shit on television all the time? Nothing
always.
that educates people.
It ain't gonna
like,
give you
know,
nothing.
what do you do if you're confronted by a Bengal tiger? I mean, like I need to know this in the United States. You know, all right, well, you know, step back as you slowly push your friend forward, you know. I mean, really. Why do I need to know that? Or some poisonous snake that
Nah,
lives
this shit wild,
3,000
man.
miles away, or, you know, camel spiders, we know about those.
This shit wild.
Doc, where you from?
I hate to say this, but New Jersey.
I'm from
Ooh,
New
what part?
Jersey. Why do you hate to say that?
I'm sorry to hear that.
New Jersey.
Listen, most of my family's still in Jersey. I'm just joking.
I know.
What I miss about Jersey the most is the food.
Yeah.
You can't get a good cheesesteak here. You ask somebody what a party tray is, huh?
With the
What's a
French
party tray?
It's about the bread, Doc.
Oh yeah,
It's about the bread.
It's
Yeah,
about that
that's
dough.
what make Philly.
It's
They
the ambrosia bread.
bread. Oh my
That's because
god.
we have such great water in Jersey.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Listen, Jersey's one of those great places because you got everything. You got boardwalks, you got toxic waste, you got saltwater taffy. You got a nice balanced ticket.
You got all
know?
types of bullshit
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
But
I
love
like
Jersey.
that shit. I like Jersey.
What part of Jersey are you from?
I was from a small town of Vineland, New Jersey, South Jersey.
How far is Island, New Jersey from Newark, New Jersey? Because that's where I'm from.
Where are you from, like Trenton or Camden?
Newark.
North Jersey? I mean, I'm way south, so I was like 20 minutes from Philadelphia,
Oh, okay.
the south of Philly.
Yeah. Nice.
But most of my family is still there.
You like New York?
Yeah, when I visit it. It's too busy for me.
Yeah.
I like to be a little more
congested.
laid back. You know, Jersey's gotten really. I was just there over the weekend. It was so busy.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
mean
I
up
just
there,
want some
man.
Very
peace and
foggy.
quiet. I just want some peace and quiet. Once
It's
in a
mean
while,
up. It's mean up north, man.
Is it?
Motherfuckers a bump. You don't say shit. Step on your feet. Man, I'm trying to tell you, and everybody walk around angry as fuck. Like,
Smack your business card out your hand.
yo, like real shit. You be like, yo, hey, you be like, yo, la la.
You can't.
Yo, when you come, soon as you get to Virginia, well, you got to get to Richmond because Northern Virginia is like New York. That shit mean too, yo. As soon as you get out of Richmond, all that shit mean all the way up, yo. Dead ass. Go ahead.
It's a little aggressive.
Yeah. Real shit, right?
No, it might be the traffic.
Shit. Get the hell no.
I
Get to
deadass
Fredericksburg.
opened
From
the door. I held the
Fredericksburg
door open
all
for
the way to
somebody.
goddamn
What the
Connecticut.
fuck
It's the
you
same
doing?
thing.
Like they looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, I'm sorry.
Like real shit.
It's fast paced. I like the culture up north. I'm sorry.
Enjoy it.
I
You
like
right
the
here, though.
abruptness and the realness.
You right here.
It's a
I
great
get it.
balance.
Hospitality is important too, but
It is,
I
man.
love the culture up there. I love it. They get to the point.
A lot cheaper than Jersey or New York.
Hell yeah.
I think it was $11 for a pack of cigarettes in New Jersey.
Yep.
Richmond's still the greatest.
So many people
Flip
like
mode.
buy cigarettes and then travel up north to sell them because it's very expensive.
We don't condone that here on the cloud.
We don't condone that. I'm just saying what people do.
Let's get that straight.
I don't
That's
even
not
smoke
something we
cigarettes.
condone.
I'm just saying what people
here
do.
on the cloud.
You know, people be doing that.
To
Y'all know
the
people
jail.
be doing that. We could cut that out though. We have the grace
If you ain't
and
watching
the ability to cut things out.
You're watching But see, that probably offended somebody.
That probably offended somebody, but yeah.
Hey, yo, let us know in the comments if that was a little bit too much.
That was a little too much.